Welcome back to Living Local. It's spooky season and there's plenty of fun to be had with our friends at Whispering Souls Paranormal. And here to tell us all about their upcoming event is Peg Rounds and Joshua Rounds. Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show, Peg, and welcome to the show, Josh. So, Peg, let's start with you. Tell us about Whispering Souls Paranormal and what you're all about.
We are a paranormal group that goes into businesses, houses, and nonprofits that are haunted, and we want to find out either if they are true hauntings or if we can find out that they're not.
Yeah, sometimes it's just noises, right?
Yes.
But I'm guessing a lot of times you do find out that there's something creepy kind of going on, right?
We do.
And that must be exciting. That's probably the exciting part when you're like, oh, it's not just a door creaking.
It is.
You know, that's great. I love that. And so, Joshua, let's talk about the upcoming event at the Hauberg Center, because something spooky's going on.
Oh, definitely. It's one of our annual fundraising events that we do.
Yes.
So we take the funds raised from it and we put it back into maintenance and maintaining repairs that are necessary on the building and the grounds and that stuff. It's a full 5-6 hour long paranormal investigation of the Hauberg estate, the mansion, and you know, sometimes we venture out into the grounds and that.
Sure.
And, yeah.
And what does it date back to? Like, how old is that estate?
It was built in 1910 for Suzanne Denkman. She was one of the heiresses to the Weyerhaeuser-Denkman lumber fortune of the day. And it was her personal home. And then she eventually married John Hauberg, and they turned it into their family home.
Okay, 1910. That's
yes,
okay. All right. So, you know, let's talk about what viewers can kind of expect at that. Well, actually, let me do this first, because Peg, I'm kind of curious. Is there a lot of activity at that? I mean, you've done this before, right?
Yes.
At this, and there must be a lot of activity there for you to keep going back, right?
There is. It is our basically our home place, because Joshua does work there.
Sure.
And I'm also curator there, so we're kind of connected. But there is a lot of activity. We've talked from anywhere from Suzanne and John to recently their cook, Pearl.
Okay. And because you guys do spend so much time there, obviously, not only are you connected there just because of things that you do, but, you know, obviously, probably there's a deeper connection too, because I'm guessing any of the spirits that are there probably trust you both as well.
Yes.
And that's probably an important part that people don't think about, is that connection that we have to that other world.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So I'm fascinated, guys. So, you know, let's talk about what viewers can expect at this event, though, Joshua.
Well, as I said earlier, it's a full 5-hour paranormal investigation. We take groups of people and we break them into teams. They'll be led by either myself, Peg, or some of our other team members that we have. And then they'll go to various rooms in the house. They'll spend like 30 to 45 minutes experiencing an actual paranormal investigation. We use paranormal equipment, you know, K2 meters, all the fun stuff that you see on TV and that stuff. You also get a taco bar to start with, because tacos are always great.
I have no notes about that. Yeah, that taco bar is great.
And there'll be a cash bar available too. So yeah, and then we break off into the groups and go off and do the paranormal investigation.
Yeah. And so, you know, Peg, let's talk about how viewers can learn more about not only, you know, Whispering Souls, but also this event. Is it Facebook probably the best place to go?
You can go to Friends of Hauberg Civic Center Facebook page. We also have a page, Whispering Souls Paranormal Investigations. The links and information is there. Tickets are purchased off of Humanitix. All you have to do is go to Humanitix website and then search for Friends of Hauberg Civic Center, and it's the first event that will be on that page.
Yeah, and I believe when I looked it up on Facebook, it's called Spirits and Bites.
Spirits and Bites.
And there's a link for the tickets right directly from there. So that was really handy to see that. Thank you so much for making that easy. You know, and so finally, Joshua, paranormal experiences seem to be more popular than ever. And what do you attribute, you know, that popularity to? It just seems like in the last couple of years it's really had an uptick. Is it because of is better technology the cause of that, or what do you think that is?
I think it's a combination of the better technology that has given people more of an ability to, you know, capture something, because just for sheer, you know, like audio recorders, that's come a long way.
Right,
So But I think also part of it is the more people are becoming more open-minded to paranormal experiences, and it's not such a taboo topic anymore, essentially.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that is a combination of the technology and just people. I mean, ghost hunting shows have been around for at least 20-something years.
Of
so
course.
it's pop culture, but it was really niche at that point. And now it's also becoming more accessible to people. You know, prices of equipment is coming down because there's so many versions of it, so people are getting into it, and yeah, open-mindedness, and just people are wanting to have more fun with it, I think.
And do you, I guess most of the experiences that you guys have they been pleasant?
Yes.
Do you find that most of them are?
Oh, yes.
They're not, instead of terrifying, because I think people associate that a lot to that. And also, I have to tell you, it is thundering, and I don't think that is, there's a symbolic thing there. I think you guys being on the show and that happening at the same time. But thank you guys so much for stopping in. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, and I'm fascinated by what you do, and I hope you have a great turnout, because as you said, it's a benefit for the Hauberg Center. So thanks, guys, for stopping in and sharing your stories. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. For more information, you can search Spirit and Bites Return of the Spirits on Facebook. We'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com.